After effects of what happened in Ekototo on Saturday. Ekototo is a market in Imo State. Of course, Hope was them with a combination of Nigerian military, DSS, police, as well as a who invaded that market and destroyed the goods, the source of the livelihood of our people. This issue is still on, it's still going on till today, because when I mean this issue, I'm still talking about the genocide, the Biafran war is still on till this moment. Just like what really happened during 1967 and 1970, when the British Army, the USSR, America, Egypt, and sometimes France, just put them together, that they invaded a market in Igbo land, in Biafra land, with their helicopter, jet, and other things, and destroyed and eliminated a lot of our people that we are buying and selling in the market. And this is the first time we are hearing the history of the world where the military, they said they were fighting, go to markets and start deleting people. This is exactly what's happened here. Well, the destruction is more catastrophic. It's on a ground scale more than this. I just show you this. Of course, a lot of us must have seen it. A lot of us must have seen it. What Fulani Nigerian government did with the hope of Opozadema that they brought military. Why are you going to destroy people's source of livelihood? What do you want them to do? The idea is that to Nigeria, in as much as you are an Igbo person, there is nothing you can do to distance yourself from being an IPOB to them. Are you an Igbo person? Are you from the old eastern region? To them, you're a Biafran. So it doesn't matter how you try to say, I'm not an IPOB, I'm not a Biafra, I'm not this. To them, you are. And that is why we are telling our people, know where you stand. Go back to the history lane and find out where you will stand and what makes you do the things you do. As I am agitating, I am saying that I personally need freedom. I have my reasons. I have come to read one-on-one, I have met it face-to-face, the reasons why I need the freedom. All the way from our businesses, our agricultural businesses, from farming in the Zoological Republic. We are not allowed to establish the way we want. If you manage and pull yourself through, the government will send Fulani, they will come and destroy the things you've made. Honestly, I feel bad. I feel bad. It's not only, you just look at it everywhere Igbos are. In Lagos, sometimes, government will go, they send some of their talks to set ablaze the markets in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Kano. Right now, it's happening in Biafra land. I feel bad. I feel bad. But these are the things why we are doing what we are doing. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to our News Digest this day. Today is the 21st day of September 2022. And of course, today is Wednesday to be precise. And we must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is the Nicky Bobby channel. Here we bring you reliable news across Biafra land, across the Zoological Republic, as well as other parts of Africa and the world. Of course, we must encourage you as well to go ahead and hit the subscribe button as we are building Nicky Bobby to become a community channel. You will really enjoy the dividend of following Nicky Bobby. As well, these are the things that are involved, that are necessary. Go ahead and share our videos to those who might need it, as well as give us thumbs ups if you derive some values from the things we are doing. And today, we are bringing to you the situation report as regard to educational system in the Zoological Republic, which is already zero for over 7 months now. ASUU has been on strike. There is no education. This is the tertiary institution. No school, nothing to write home about. The teachers, the lecturers, the professors, they must have to find a way to survive, and that's will take them to having their own business they will do. But to my greatest surprise, earlier today or yesterday, the industrial court had ordered ASUU to go back to school, to go back to classes and start teaching. to return to work. How can you return to work with empty stomach? Everything that ASUU has been saying, because they claim, let me use the word, ASUU claim that they want to build education to the standard where it can achieve something in Nigeria. And they have agreements since 2009. The government of Goodluck Jonathan, yes, the government of Goodluck Jonathan was able to do a little. Yeah, he did something, he tried, and which continue supporting the movement of ASUU and other things. But after then, till now, the Fulanese refuse to do anything about it. But if you say that the Fulanese doesn't go to school, well, what we can now say is the majority of Fulani people, high percentage of them doesn't go to school. They are nomadic. But you know how they run their own culture. They believe that there is a certain class of people that must be beneficial. Other people will continue serving that class of people. So this class of people are going to school. They are in UK, they are in United States, they are in United Arab Emirates. They are schooling. The daughter of the so-called president, the Masquera, yesterday, the wife said, Aisha, that her daughter just graduated from UK University. While the country they claim to be ruling, and nothing has been done since 7 months. If it is the way the Western education is being run, how will their children be schooling there? Will they be proud to send their children there? So I don't understand how the industrial courts ask lecturers to go back to classes where they have not settled them, they have not paid anything. Since 7 months, this guy has been off. They are finding a way to sustain. You are asking them to go back to that thing that made them to drop their should I say, chalk or what? This is the issue. How could the judge order ASUU to go back to work? No money in their pockets. How would they transport themselves to school? How would they feed their family? These are the things. And to cover that up, this is the situation why I tell you that Nigeria, in fact, those who are ruling Nigeria doesn't have any good intention as regards to Nigeria. Earlier, the leader of the House of Representatives, Bajabi Amina, he said he wants to have a discussion with the ASUU and other people. And what he's saying doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. These are the people, they are making laws for the people in Nigeria. The law doesn't affect them. They don't care because all these things is not part of them. And that is why we need our own. That is why it is necessary that Biafra is being restored. Hear the voice of Bajabi Amina.
I believe we are all on the same page on one thing, and that is that our students have to go back to class. I believe we're all agreed on that. The question is how? The question is shifting of grounds and how to address the issue permanently. Because it's not an issue that is peculiar or started with this government. This is an issue that is recurrent with successive governments. And if we just use a band-aid approach and just address the short term without addressing the long term, it's going to rear its ugly head again. And we're just going to be kicking the can further down the road. So, what I'm here to seek, what is the barest minimum that ASUU is ready to accept, knowing that you must shift ground?
So you can understand what is going on here. It's as if the so-called leaders, the leader of the rep, Bajabi Amila, doesn't really know what he's saying. To the Nigerian government, ASUU is a body that is not relevant to them. It's as if that ASUU is seeking for their own personal interest. That is how Nigerian government is seeing it. They are not seeing it from the standpoint that education is extremely necessary, absolutely important in the lives of our youth, in the lives of our children. They are seeing it as if ASUU is seeking for their own interest. That's the angle they are seeing it, because that is what this man is saying here. That is what his point means. Because if they understand the point that education is necessary in the lives of the coming generation, in the lives of the citizens, they will not be sitting here asking us what will be the barest minimum you can collect. As if they are negotiating for market, for business. What type of, I don't know. I don't want to use this type of word here. Do you understand what I mean? So this is one of the challenges they are having, because all their children, they are abroad studying. So they are making laws for other people here, not for them. What is the barest minimum you can collect? As if you are negotiating for fish, for crayfish. Do you understand what we are saying? They are not seeing it from the real standpoint that ASUU, irrespective of what might happen, the point they are raising is very, very critical for the progress, for the success of our generation, of our children to come. Although the system of education in Nigeria is very, very poor. No practical. Everything is about 95% theory, then 5% practical. Where can it lead you to? So that is where they started changing the value of education in Nigeria. That is Nigerian government that did it. So if you look at what the Bajabi Amile is saying here, it doesn't hold water. And that will show you that they will still go back to something that doesn't really inconclusive arrangement. No, they will not arrive at anything. They will not. This is what I've seen. Asking the students to go back to classroom. The people that will teach them, you said they should go back. What do you have to give them? Look at the amount of money that Nigerian government is spending on daily basis, paying the Fulani cattle rearers. Look at the amount of money they are throwing, going to Niger Republic, buying this and that, building roads for them, building railway for them. But your own educational sector, you left it. That is to show you that this is not Nigeria. There is no Nigeria. That is to show you that the masquerader is not even the person you are calling. These are the things. By the time our people understand it, it's necessary. And I just want to tell our people that you have seen how everything is. You have seen everything from A to Z. Whether you say you're a Biafra or not, in as much as you are an Igbo people to Nigeria, Igbo person to Nigeria, you are a Biafran. So the earlier you stand here, you're supposed to stand. For those who lost their valuables in a quarter to market, I sympathize with you. I'm sending our gratitude to you. Nikki Bobintelli is sending their condolences to you all. It's not really easy. I feel your pains. I know how it goes in this critical time. Wonderful people, we thank you for listening. Today, we will bring you a lot of information as regard to the state of the nation and other things that is going on in the Zoological Republic. We say that we are Biafrans, and in Biafra that we owe our citizenship, and until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe and blessed wherever you may be.